Hey everybody, how are you doing? Frequency Fluid Channel back here. It is Friday, February the 5th. If you are across the international date line, it is the 6th of February 2021. This is the fourth and final part of Anxiety, the Real Deal. I really hope you guys have watched 1 through 3. We're going to bring it all together right now. We've explained a lot of common reasons for today's, triggers of anxiety in a lot of people. We've breached on symptoms. We've breached on categories of behavior. Um, we've breached on scenarios of when, where, and how you can be triggered for anxiety. Um, and we've also identified really, really important roles played in an anxiety trigger or attack, and again, I want to go into that right now. You have the high, which is the anxious person, the person who is suffering from an anxiety attack. And then you have the low, which could be someone who is a loved one or someone who's in your direct airspace who is dealing with this episode or attack with you. Okay, so if you're a parent and your child deals with anxiety, or you're a spouse and your significant other deals with anxiety, this is going to be for both of you. Okay, both scenarios, this is going to work. All right, so check this out. You've got your three category paper. Okay, you've got the reason here. All right, you've got the definition here. Okay, then you have the solution here. Okay, the reason is gonna be the anxiety identified. Just, I'm having an anxiety attack because the window broke. Okay, the definition is going to be, how did the window break? And this is how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling upset. I'm feeling angry. Okay, here you're going to say, all right, I'm going to talk to the neighbor or the kids, or I'm going to cut that tree down that the branch fell through my window, and I'm going to make a path of resolution that is feasible and doable to fix this. Okay, but guys, we can't get here until we create that space between our thoughts and our physical ability to overcome. Okay, and it's in that first 5 minutes. Okay, so whether you're the high or you're the low, or the high and low are together, which is preferably, because you always, when you have an anxiety attack, the one thing you want to know is that someone's going to be able to help you. Whether we want to admit it or not, we want someone there who can help us get through that. So I want to go a little bit deeper into the low helper person's role. Okay, you've got to displace all of your personal feelings, put them all aside right now, right now, and you have to keep them aside until the person who is dealing with the anxiety attack is completely at a resolve with their situation. Okay, the reason is because all it's going to do, if you act in heightened emotion, and I mean verbally, eye contact, physically, you've got to be calm. 30 seconds of holding someone and giving them a hug has scientifically been proven to enlighten one's mental health. Okay? The best thing you can do, playing the low role, the helper person, is to try to reach out. Hey, come here. We're going to stop for a minute. We're going to relax. I'm going to give you a good long hug. We're not going to say anything. We're not going to talk about anything. You're just going to let me hold you. Okay? If it's your buddy and you aren't comfortable with hugging, whatever, you just sit them down. You just sit them down and tell them, hey, brother, just relax. Don't say anything. Just relax. And you guys start your breathing. You start creating that space between your thoughts and your physical realm. Okay? Now, my suggestion is this: if you're in a situation and you have anxiety and you have a helper person near, or you're a helper person and someone's having an anxiety attack, this is the way it works, with the frequency fluid mindset. Okay, and I really believe that everybody's capable of achieving these goals. Okay, even if you're not experienced in it and you want to be, or if it's something that is unexpected and you don't know how to deal with it and you don't want to deal with it, you still kind of, we've got to help those around us who are suffering. We've got to help them. So going further, if you're playing the low role and you're a helper person, what you need to do is you need to take the person who's a high, the anxious person, and you tell them, look, hey, relax, relax. Here's, just listen to me real quick, okay? I'm going to sit you down, or I'm going to lay you down on your bed, or what you're going to do is you're going to get out of the space where you had the anxiety attack. Be it just go to another room, or preferably outside with some fresh air. You take and you sit the high down, and then you guide them into the breathing exercises. 2 to 5 minutes of eyes closed. And mitigated breaths. A couple of long ones just to get your heartbeat back down to normal. But then you go into mid-level breathing for the 2 to 5 minutes so that you don't get lightheaded, but you're also bringing back down your energy to a manageable level, okay? This is what you're going to guide the high person, the anxious person, to do as a low. And if you're a low, you've got to get that high person to that manageable degree where they're in the breathing exercise, and then you need to also get space. You need to create space from the situation. Don't hover. Don't try to confront. You don't do any of that. It's not time for that yet. You're going to create that space, and you're going to do the exact same thing that the anxious person is doing. You're going to do the breathing regimen, okay? You're going to close your eyes. You're going to lose all personal interest in that exact situation, okay? It doesn't mean interest as in you don't want them to feel better. It means your personal feelings are not what is paramount at this very time. Your personal feelings are to get this person and their physical being to a manageable degree so that they can navigate and create space and get through their anxiety attack, okay? And it's going to work. I promise you it's going to work. So you get the anxious person if you're low, and you get them sat down. You get them breathing. You give them space, and you also give yourself space. You do the exact same thing. You give yourself the breathing regimen. Okay? If you got to lower your head, shake it off, loosen your body, whatever you got to do, okay? You get yourself in a different airspace. You guys have a little separation, 2 to 5 minutes, okay? This also works if it's just a solo situation for the high. If you are just the high and you're by yourself having an anxiety attack, do not think this is not for you specifically, because it is. If you were a high and you were alone, you have an anxiety attack, you put your phone down, you walk out of the room you're in. If you're outside, you walk into your bedroom, you place yourself somewhere safe where you can sit down. You can begin the breathing regimen, okay? 2 to 5 minutes, eyes closed. Nice long deep breaths at the beginning. Go down to mid-level breathing so you don't overwhelm yourself and get lightheaded. And you do that for 5 minutes if you can. It's very beneficial to the process. At this point, you the high or you the low with the high have created space. You have created an avenue. You've given yourselves a possibility of breaching that wall of anxiety that is just always feels like it's impenetrable, like you just can't get over it or get through it, but you can. And you can do it with this process, trust me. So now we've gotten the first very crucial step out of the way, and the high is now dealing with even solo. Okay, look, I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to do my breathing exercise. I'm going to bring myself back down to a manageable degree mentally and physically so that I can navigate through this. If you're the low, you're going to very calmly, and I mean calmly, from start to finish, you're going to get the high in a safe place where they can begin their breathing regimen. You're going to extract yourself, give yourself space. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to do the breathing regimen, okay? And the agreements you're going to have, whether you're by yourself or you're with the low, if the low helper person is with the high, the agreement you're going to have and you're going to tell yourself is this: in 5 minutes, I'm going to regroup and I'm going to do my chart, okay? And that's what this is. This is your 3-category, very easy, very, very simple chart. You're going to put pen to paper. And by the time you're doing these steps and you list your reason, you list your definition, and you list your solution, you are going to feel 1,000 times better. Not only are you going to feel better, you're going to feel productive, and that you actually yourself actually beat an anxiety attack. And if you're the low, I mean, the most beautiful thing about it is the high. The anxious person is going to be the person that is going to realize, oh my goodness, this person actually stopped thinking about themselves for 1 minute and I don't mean to say that in a bad way. I don't want the person who's a low to think that they don't matter, because they matter so much. It's just that your role as a low is so crucial to bringing that high anxious person back down to a manageable degree, that we have to put our personal feelings aside. And it's going to be something so heartfelt by the high, the anxious person, that they're going to always remember your role in helping them get that through that anxiety. They're going to love you for it and appreciate you for being able, as that's even better, for being able to put your own personal instinct and confrontation in the matter aside. Give them the floor, but also help them come back down to a manageable degree, okay? I believe in both roles. I believe you can do it. The anxious person, the high. I believe you can do it, the low, the helper person. We are capable of helping each other, and we are capable of navigating through these anxieties, even if we're by ourselves, okay? Don't forget, guys, you do the breathing regimen when you've created space and you've given yourself a mental and physical gap to be able to enter. Okay? You sit down, you've gotten your breathing, you've gotten your heartbeat, you've gotten your eyes closed, and your mind shut off, just checked off. Done. 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes. It will do wonders. If you're the low, you give that person, you get them with a loving manner, calm manner, hugging manner, loving manner. You get them to a safe place where we can get them to a manageable degree. Okay? You do the same thing. Because at this point you're worked up and you need to also be at a manageable degree. You need to be thinking rational. And I encourage you to do the exact same exercise so that you guys can come together as one. And you can follow the chart. Okay, I'll pull it up again. You can follow the chart where you have a reason, you have a definition, and you have a solution. Work on it together. A very important thing that you cannot do as the low is you cannot interfere when the high is doing their chart. Do not interfere. You are not there to direct their mind and tell them how they're feeling. You need to give them the space to be able to fill out their chart, and you need to acknowledge it. And do not come at it with a biased standpoint from your own feeling. It is about their feeling and guiding them through what they're feeling. Okay? I know you can do it. I believe in you so much. Okay? I love you all so much. Please reach out at frequencyfluid@aol.com. Please leave comments. If there's anything that I didn't touch on that you think could be help further the process, please reach out to me. I am all ears. We are here to learn together. That's what the Frequency Fluid channel is about. The global mindset, the movement that this is about us all working so hard to achieve proactive and constructive self-growth so that we can become the best individuals and send out the vibrations, the frequency fluid vibrations that we are all on to those around us, thus creating a better humanity overall. I believe in you so much. Thank you for watching. I just appreciate everybody to the largest degree, and I hope you all have just a wonderful weekend, and I hope everyone is full of blessings, in a safe place, in good health, and we'll see you guys Monday. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.